Hey folks, Wausau Siete. So let's make a point. I've got a piece of Novaculite here. Looks like it might have a couple issues, but it's probably alright. We'll see. We're in the middle of a thunderstorm, so if you hear a bunch of racket, that's probably what it is. Let's see here. That's a big fat square edge right there, but it's on an angle here, so I'm going to take opportunity to hit this angle. You guys can see that it's on an angle. Take an opportunity to hit this and run some blending flakes in this side. This side is a kind of a razor's edge, but so that you can see there that kind of it was sticking way out like this. That brought that down more even here. You can make a little arrowhead out of that right there. So I'll save that one. Speaking of flakes, these are all tiny, but I need to make some little bitty arrowheads too. I like to start with as flat a flake as possible. I don't mind it has a ball of percussion on one end, but been having a heck of a time getting UPS or USPS flat rate shipping boxes. Post offices are telling me that they're not sending them to them, that they're having to order them from their personal accounts, have them delivered home, and then bringing them back in to get them, and all kinds of stuff. I don't know. And I order them, so I order, because I use them in the leather shop and the rock shop, and I order them, you know, like the small flat rate boxes. I think it's a pack of 25, I think, and I'll get online and I'll order 4 packs of those. They don't cost anything to order them, and they might ship 1 pack or they might not ship any, but they definitely never ship 4. So I guess they just, maybe there's a limit on them that they don't tell you about. I walked into the post office in the next town over today because I needed some. Man, that dude to make a real quick down and dirty blowgun point. Anyways, and they probably had a stack of 35 or 40 of them there. I don't know how many, I didn't count them. I just grabbed the whole stack, and I don't normally do that. I like to leave some for someone else, but I need them and I just can't get them. And I went up to the counter and I asked the lady, "You got any more of these?" And she looked at me like I had 4 heads or something. And I sit there and had a conversation with her for, I don't know, a good minute or so, and I never actually got her to say a word. She just kept looking at the stack of boxes dumbfounded. I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. That was an awkward exchange there. I wanted to ask her, "Are you okay? Are you having a stroke or what?" But I didn't want to offend her. Anyways. The new shop is absolutely awesome. I was watching one of the Crappy's videos, his latest one, and he had mentioned in there that his cap came off of one of his boppers he uses the most that I had sent him, and I wish he would have sent me an email and let me know that happened, but he didn't. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. I sent him an email and sent him another one. And just so you guys know, if you ever get, that's the first one that I've heard of that's lost a cap. since I started using the new epoxy. I'm a little surprised by that. And I know his had the new epoxy on it, so I'm not sure. I bet you guys can hear that thunderstorm. Probably won't be able to hear me here in a minute. But anyways, I'm not sure why. Maybe I didn't sand the inside of the cap on that one or something or what, but I just want you all to know that if you ever get something from me, whether or not it's in the rock shop or the leather shop, and something goes haywire, I'm gonna make it right. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. I'm never gonna leave you hanging. I mean, I hope we don't have very many of those, obviously, but I will never leave you hanging like that. So I got some other goodies I want to send him. Hopefully he'll nap some of it, some rock and stuff. Hopefully he'll nap some of it on video and stuff. But I really enjoy watching Crafty. I just always have, and it's pretty fun to see something you send him getting napped. So I got a point that I bought in one of his auctions quite a while ago. He probably made that point pretty close to 2 years ago now, I guess. And it's a shark's tooth, yeah, like an effigy shark's tooth point, and it is flipping awesome. It is hands down one of my favorite points that I have in my collection. But I'll take it out of the thing and show y'all sometime, and then I'll put a link to his video where he napped that. I felt like I stole that point. It was an oddball week, I think. I watched, well, here it comes. We've got under a severe thunderstorm warning, I think, right now. We have ended up with more or less a disc, which is actually what I was looking to get. Getting fairly thin. That reminds me, I gotta send out a check today. I just bought some Flint Ridge bifaces, or I'm buying some. I gotta send a check off. I actually don't even have checks. I just don't have any. I don't use them. I guess I should get a book, because I've got a leather supplier. That's the only way he does business. You call him up. You know, he don't have a catalog or a website. You call him up. You tell him what you need. He sends it along with an invoice. Then you pay the invoice. I wish I wouldn't have lost that little bit right there, but I should have had you guys zoomed in a little more, I think. Let's see. I'm going to go with the next size now. the size copper you use in your indirect makes a difference. So you can go two ways. Two things you can do to change things. You can go with a larger size copper or a heavier billet. But if you got a flake that's not traveling far enough or something like that, a lot of times you can step up in their copper size, which is why I sell 3 different ones, why I make 4 different ones, I mean. And that's an undetached flake right there. I'm gonna have to come in from here and try and get that to detach. It's got something funny right there. It might have a crack in it. We got through that dude now. Put a little extra inward pressure on there and sent that dude in there. Uh-oh. All the lights just dimmed and went away, and here they come back again. Ready for the light show. If we lose power, I'll have to just come back and my fan quit over there. Oh, we lost a break. We lost one of the breakers. My AC's off too. Flipped the breaker. So the electrician was actually here yesterday, which was Sunday. He came out and not to do any work, but just to look at it. And he gave me a very reasonable price on finishing up my electrical. Because I want both saws to be running on their own circuit, the ACs to be running on their own circuit. So I got to decide if I'd rather be cool or wet, because I got to go outside to get to where that that breaker is, and it's coming down. All right, hold on just a second. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to go without AC for right now. I went out there and it is just I'm soaking wet, and I still didn't get a flush. I thought I did, and apparently I didn't. In my haste to get out of the pouring driving rain. And I'm not doing it again. I love this gray and black or black and white Novaculite. This is gray and white. Anyways, it's one of my favorites. Novaculite is in my top 2 favorite materials. So it's going to be nice because I got cords running everywhere. I got cords running from the house. I got cords running from the leather shop. There is some power in here. I got cords running over from the RV bay, which is next door here, where we got our RV at. Alright, we gotta get situated here so that we're I want to start doing a better job on my videos. And I know I didn't start this one out very good because I know I zoomed out too far. But also, man, I've been watching Stone Hook here lately, and man, that guy can nap. I was watching him nap, running some notches with a copper pipe, and man, that was doing really good. And obviously it's going to be like anything else, you gotta practice to get good at it. But he was sending those, he was doing notches on andice, and he was really sending those notches in there a long ways. I think one of them was actually floor tile, and he was still getting those kind of deep notches and stuff. So pretty doggone cool. I enjoy watching his videos. If you haven't checked him out, he's Stone Hook. I think he just like recently started making more videos again, and he does a very good job of doing it. I really enjoy his videos. So if you're watching, appreciate what you're doing, buddy. He's way better than me by a lot. Holy cow, that's my door. Well, my makeshift door. I got all the lights turned down in there except for the one that's right over top of me. I'm gonna run some pressure flakes in on this side. Oops, come on. Okay. I'm okay with all that, pretty much. Even the thickness, it's a little thicker than I might like, but let's see here. Okay. So I'm just messing around with this here. See what it is. We are 53, and that's probably the thickest spot right there. 53 and 7, so we're actually better than 6 to 1. I'm gonna clean up these edges and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna put my other glasses on. Look like they could use cleaned off. I don't have any eyeglass wipes out here though. Oh yeah, I can see the platforms now. So I ordered some of these bits and in a different size. So they take a little smaller piece and tighten down on it properly. And they showed up and there was nothing in the package. I just ordered a few of them to see, make sure they worked before I ordered more. And there wasn't nothing in the package when it showed up. Alright, let's see. Now I know what I want to do here. Whether or not I can accomplish that or not, I'm not sure. But I went into this point knowing that what I want to do. Just so I can try and accomplish some symmetry here. need to go. Up there a little bit. That probably didn't make any sense, did it? Not one bit. Well, this thing is just twisting in the thing, so this thing's probably done for. Great. Over tightened it trying to get that thing to stay in there. That's what happened there. Yeah, so the electrician came by and he gave me an extremely reasonable price. He hadn't got the material part down, but the labor part was, I was actually shocked when he gave me the price. I actually told him, I said, I think you're a little light, because it was that low. I was pretty shocked. I'm all for getting a good deal, but I don't want no one working. I don't work for free, and I don't want anyone else working for me for free. He's retired and moved to the area a couple years ago and just does stuff on the side. But still then, I just don't want him doing it for nothing. Which was essentially the price that he gave me. It's probably only a day or so's work or whatever, but he's also got some of the same back problems I got, and he's on disability though, I think. Probably shouldn't have said that. I don't need to be telling his business out here. But disregard that last comment. Anyways, so he said if he's got tool bags on his waist, he's only good for about 4 hours and he's done. And I knew exactly what he was talking about, because that's exactly how I am. If I got tool bag, or I was anyways, actually that don't bother me so much now. But when I had them herniated disc, I couldn't even wear a belt. Just the belt going around my waist would just weaken my leg so bad that I knew exactly what he was talking about. So anyways, he said he might have to do it over a couple days, which is fine. I just hope he shows up. I haven't had a lot of luck with electricians. If I was a young man starting out in the trades again, I would probably look at being an electrician. I wouldn't have been happy working for someone else. I would have had to have done like I did before and start my own business. But it's not that I'm opposed to work for someone else. I just never could bring myself to rely on someone else to keep me busy. So I didn't. If I didn't have work, then that was because of something I did or wasn't doing, one or the other. Not because I was relying on someone else. I never had a problem with staying busy. I guess if I'm gonna make better videos, I gotta pay attention to the monitor and keep my stuff in frame, huh? There's not really any excuse at this point. We got 300 and something videos, I think. It's crushing in there, getting step fractures in there for some reason. I'm not sure exactly why that's doing that. Something I'm doing, I'm sure, but I mean, it just step fractured all like crazy in that thing. And I'm not sure why. It's gonna be a pretty booger, I can tell you that. See if I don't get the symmetry or something so wonky that So I was going through that flake, all my flakes the other day, and I'm going to do a better job keeping them organized and only putting good flakes in there, which most of them were good, but some of them were a little questionable. But anyways, I went through the whole thing. There's probably 200 pounds of them, something like that, of good usable flakes of all kinds of different materials. Problem is, I'm going through them and I'm going, oh, I want to nap that one. Oh, I want to nap that one. So by the time I'm done, I got a 5-gallon bucket of stuff that I want to nap for me. And I said, I'm never going to nap this. I'm never ever going to nap all this. Or most of it. So I limited myself. I had these 2 containers from the remodel. I got a couple pieces in there like root beer that wasn't anything special, but I needed to put it aside because I got some earrings I need to make and stuff. So, and then there's some hornstone pieces, just some different interesting pieces in there. There's a little bit of mookite, a couple of little that, something else, but stuff that I felt like I needed to nap myself, I guess. But anyways, some of them were broke, but I decided to limit myself to those 2 containers. If I add anything else to it, I got to get rid of something out of it. So that's how I'm going to try and keep up or maintain my number of those things that I and saving for myself to nap. I got all kinds of stuff sitting here beside me that I want to nap. A lot of it isn't all that special. Just this piece of oil chert right here, tiger chert. Probably nap that into a little corner notch or something like that, and then we'll do the vinegar on it and see how it turns out. But, anyways, thunder rolls, dun dun dun. I was pushing pretty hard on that one. I wish I had my other tool, but I don't. just thought of something. I ain't been through my phone to clear out the memory in a while, so not quite getting the tip that I wanted. There we go. It's got a little more of the look that I wanted. I don't know if it's the look you were expecting, but it's the look that I wanted. I'm sitting there watching TV last night and I was drawing a little bit. I'm not a very good drawer at all, believe it or not. You would think that'd be a mandatory having a leather shop, but it's not actually. It's helpful I can draw some things, but it's just a talent that I don't possess. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked out Stonehook, check him out. He's got some pretty good information on there. That's about all I'm going to do to it. I don't like all this crushing. I don't even know what the heck happened here, but afraid if I keep messing with it, it'll get worse. Alright. I mean, wax will take care of that right there, but I would have rather it not had that mess in there. But I'm not going to mess with it anymore. The next one, I'm going to make some more of these. Next one, I'm probably going to make it a little thinner. I don't know what this one ended up as, but it's probably close to 6:1. But It's got a little fat spot right here that should have came off and didn't. And if I try and take it off now, it's going to mess up my whole symmetry. But if I could have shot one in right there, maybe I can shoot one in there. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try it. See what happens. Well, I got rid of that fat spot, but I got a little carried away. But I feel better about it. Ooh, dang, that was hefty. When you're finished with the point, it's not the most opportune time to do your thinning, but I thought it was going to be thin enough, and then I wasn't happy with it. I still got a bump right there. Need to shoot a flake up that way, but there's just not enough. Pretty risky. Pretty risky to get one to come up right there. But there it is. Yeah, finish the point and then thin it down. Good idea. drop down to number 1. Try this, see what happens. That didn't get it. I got most of it. Try and get that with pressure. So we're probably gonna end up reshaping the whole dang thing. Not really, but we are now over an hour into it already, I think. We're almost there. All right, thinned her out now. Sweet. Pretty thin now. We'll look at it again and see how thin it is. It's probably about what it was. It's just that so we lost some of the edge. If you're using a tool like this, it's pretty important to keep the burrs off of it. I'll be filming in the leather shop tomorrow. So you guys that are interested in watching the leather videos, there'll be one of those tomorrow. Probably tomorrow evening at some point. It's really just a matter, I think, of working a satisfactory edge on this thing now. There's a little hinge step fracture right there that I didn't see. Pushed most of it off there. Yeah. Still a little bit of it right there. think it's pretty good. Sharp all the way around. I really like the style of it. Snyders. Anyhow, hold on just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to find my book, and we're gonna wax this point. I was trying to find all the stuff to do that. If you're first time viewer and you don't know what the waxing is, well then I'm going to show you right now. And what this does, it just brings out the colors in the point, hides any little fingernail hinges like those right there. Like some of those pop off there, but when you wax it, there's really no need to pop them off. Anyways, alright, let's wax this thing. And we'll measure it and see what the thickness was also. Burnt myself pretty good right there. I'm gonna let you in on something. Torch is hot. This is a harder one to hold on to for some reason or another. Just put a little wax on it and then wipe all of it off that you can wipe off. That's all there is to waxing it, but really makes the colors pop. There's other processes that guys do. Oil, different oils and stuff like that. Shoe polish, neutral shoe polish. Now, can I see that? It's a pretty point. Let's see what we ended up with on our width. So we're about 47. That's probably the thickest point, and it's about 6. So yeah, it stayed right at 6:1. But it wasn't 6:1 until I took the, because we'd lost some of it, until I took those thinning flakes, and that thinned it out quite a bit. But it's not something I normally do, come back and do a bunch of thinning after the point's basically finished, but I mean, you could have ran another one right here, thin that a little bit more, and one right there, but all in all, it's pretty cool. I love the shape of it. Let's look at the book. So this is the book I'm using. These books are on the website now. They're available. They're under 30 bucks. I think I'm as cheapest you're going to find it anywhere, I believe. Anyways, make an order. It's a great book to have. Overstreet. But here's the Snyders. And I was originally looking at, I've seen some that were done like this, but more like a spade, you know, they look like a spade. Kind of like that one right there, you know, looks kind of like a spade. But anyways, that's our Snyders. That one's pretty big. It's more or less the same style right here that I've seen and was going for. These are excurvate around the top here, and I've wanted these to be a little bit incurvate, I think is the correct term. Not a lot, but just a little bit to give it that spade look. I just think it's pretty cool. I don't know how practical a point like this would be for anything, but I don't care. I'm not a caveman. I really like the looks of it though. I mean, it's a beautiful point. And anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you would, if you stuck with me this long. I know it's a long one, but I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all keep napping.